Now, Dean, I loved listening to your speech. We can't call this a Lifetime Achievement Award. We're calling it a half-lifetime.
Half-lifetime, half-lifetime, yes.
So you still got a lot to give us, right?
I'm hoping so. Absolutely. I'm having too much fun doing this. It should be illegal.
Well, I know that everybody watching at home, when I was watching that clip, we're looking at Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the list goes on. Yeah, you can get up and stand and start clapping with me. It's crazy when you look at the career that you've had.
Oh, well, thank you. I have been very fortunate, having worked on some great films that have a lot of audience appeal, filled with actors who were excellent, directors who were great. It's a collaborative business, starting with those layers.
And you have worked with some truly incredible directors. Now, we heard that Spielberg said that Hook was one of the hardest films that he worked on. Was that the same experience for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've never really looked at films as being hard. They are challenges to be overcome, and I think Hook was one of those because it was full of fantasy and theatricality, and Stephen had a really kind of specific idea of what he wanted to do with the film, and was helped considerably by great performances, Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams. So, yes, it was hard, but, it was also fun.
And who knows, maybe we'll get a return to a half-naked women with machine guns for you again?
Well, I'm hoping.
Make a resurgence?
I'm hoping so.
And what has your experience been with the transition, how you've seen, technically the changes and things develop for cinematographers?
Well, that's an interesting, an interesting question, and it's one that's being asked frequently now, and it's sort of like, well, what does the future hold? Who can possibly foresee the future? So I think that one of the things that we all sort of recognize and cling to is the fact that no matter what we capture the images on, it's there to serve a purpose for an audience to be entertained, be informed, be drawn emotionally into it, and it's all about how we use the images, not necessarily how we capture them.
And finally, clearly, many film students, up-and-coming DP, study your work. What's some advice that you could give to them?
That's always a tricky one, because my advice is often take any job you can get because you're going to learn. Take any job you can get because you'll create a network. You're going to find people and friends who appreciate what you do. Always give 110%. Give them quality whether they want it or not, and those are sort of the guidelines. And then I think don't concentrate too much on the technical. Learn how to tell a story visually.
Well, thank you so much. Congrats, and we look forward to see what the future holds for you.
Well, thank you very much.
Cheers.